2 pints of the house beer.
Good morning everyone from central Bucharest. It's about 60 degrees, beautiful day. We are going to go around the city today and just explore different Romanian food. Romania has a very specific type of cuisine, so we're going to go to a few different spots and try to get you a picture of what food looks like here. It's a lot of meat, a lot of cabbage, some interesting soups, interesting desserts. We're going to bring it all to you from beautiful Bucharest. All right, let's get started. Okay, so our first purchase of the day was a couple of Covrigi. So from what we understand, this is a little more specific to Bucharest itself than all of Romania, but it's kind of like a pretzel slash bread. It comes in a lot of shapes and sizes. Some of them have sesame seeds on top of them, some of them have filling. So we got one that has a cherry filling and then one that's got cheese on top. So we picked these up at a place called Luca. There's locations all over the city. It's a very popular place here in Bucharest. We've noticed that people seem to go there either for a quick snack during lunchtime or after work, just like a really quick bite. And it's very convenient, very easy to pick up.
So right here I've got the cherry one. Our 2 Covrigis cost us less than $1.
Look at that beauty. It honestly just blows my mind that you can get this for about 40 cents and it's filling, it's delicious, it's quality, and it's so cheap.
It honestly reminds me of an Asiago bagel.
Yeah, like from Panera. So our first official restaurant on this Romanian food tour was Hanu Berarilor. I'm probably saying that so wrong. We've learned that Berarilor means something like beer house, brewery. Bere means beer. So we went to this place because our Romanian friend Andre suggested it. Fantastic beer here, also very good traditional Romanian food. So I'm going for as traditional as I could possibly be. I got the Tripe Soup. This is a very popular soup here in Romania, especially for big occasions like weddings. And the reason why is because it's a sour soup, so they say that it really soaks up the hangover and is an instant hangover cure. So if you don't know what tripe is, I would just recommend looking it up because I'm afraid if I say it on here, some people aren't gonna have the stomach to handle it. It's a little pun there. It's beef stomach, so it's not something that you traditionally see in a soup, but I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It actually kind of soaks up all of the broth, and it's a very hearty, very filling soup. Sydney was a little freaked out by the tripe. She was brave enough to try the broth, dipping some bread in it. Sydney got the vegetable cream soup, which we've also seen that on a lot of Romanian menus. Very good, very smooth soup.
How hot? Scale of 1 to 10.
Then for our main lunch, we got Mici. So Mici is probably the most popular Romanian food, especially here in Bucharest. It is a minced beef and pork roll, so combined beef and pork. And it's char grilled, so you're gonna have a really crispy outside to it. It's absolutely delicious. We got that with some polenta on the side. Polenta is more of a grain. It's usually served on the side of meat, kind of like a grit almost, often eaten with either cheese or butter on top. We also got a cabbage salad. We've noticed that cabbage is very popular on the side of meat as well. And then we had to get a very special Romanian treat for dessert. It's called Papanasi. It's essentially a fried donut that is paired with sour cream and jam. It's usually a berry jam, so we got like a blackberry raspberry jam and then a cherry jam. We've gotten this once before, and this was a little different in that they served the sour cream and the jam in jars, and then you applied that yourself, so you could kind of decide how much you want. It is so good. One of Sydney's absolute favorite things we have tried on this entire journey. One thing to note about Papanasi is that if you are ordering it, you should order it ahead of time, not after your meal's already over, because it does take about 20 minutes to prepare.
For dinner, we're at Caru, Bere. We've just ordered 2 pints of the house beer. Oh yeah. The interior of this place is so cool. It's all wooden and you can just feel the age. It's been around for quite some time. It feels lodgy, it feels royal, very intricate details with painting on the wall. It's absolutely stunning. This is the place to be for dinner in Bucharest. I've ordered a bean soup in a bread bowl with ham and vegetables, and I can't wait to dig in. Beans and green onion. I think a little bit of ham too. Very good. These are pickled sweet bell peppers. They're a very common side dish in Eastern Europe. I think it just pairs well with, you know, a meat, potatoes. You gotta get some nutrients in somewhere. They're so good, so addicting. I could eat these straight for days. Max is making a little invention of his own.
Perfect combo. So what we have here is a roasted pork knuckle. This is another traditional Romanian dish. On the menu it said it was for 2 people, but it said it was for 2 hungry people. And as you can see, it's usually served with a lot of sides. This is polenta, what we were talking about before, the grain. And then it's got pickles, pickled peppers as well, cheese, cabbage underneath. This is a full feast, and Sydney and I can't wait to dig in. So as we're making our way through the pork knuckle, a few observations so far. This outside skin part is just so crispy, and then the inside is very soft, so it's just a perfect combination. It tastes very smoky. You can tell it's slow cooked because it just falls right off the bone. We also learned that this down here is not in fact cheese, that is horseradish. So it's like an unpickled raw horseradish. I had no idea what it was at first. I was like, it's a weird way to serve shredded cheese, but there you go.
As you can see, Max is focusing purely on the meat right now, whereas I've made a little smorgasbord here. So we've got the polenta, the meat, some more sweet pickled peppers, cabbage, and bread.
So as you can see, we're making progress, but still quite a long ways to go. And Sydney has just informed me that she's tapping out, so I have quite a task in front of me. We might be taking some home. They said it's for 2 people. I think it could easily feed 3 or 4 people, especially if you have soups before. Also a big fan of all the chili peppers that come, usually with the soup, but they also come with the pork knuckle. I think we did pretty well, wouldn't you say? It's mostly bone, skin, and gristle left. So we're leaving Caru, very happy, very full. But just a beautiful meal, beautiful interior, right in the heart of Old Town. Can't suggest it enough for traditional Romanian food.